In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create an email workflow in Gumroad. To get started, open your Gumroad dashboard and look at the menu on the left-hand side. From there, click on Workflows. This is the section where you can build automated email sequences based on customer behavior, which is especially useful if you want to send targeted follow-ups to specific buyers. Once you're on the Workflows page, click New Workflow. This will open the setup screen for your new automation. The first thing you'll want to do here is enter a name for your workflow. Choose something clear and descriptive so it's easy to identify later, especially if you plan to create multiple workflows for different products or audience segments. Next, choose a trigger for the workflow. The trigger determines which customers will enter this automation, so this is one of the most important parts of the setup. After that, click the As Bought drop-down menu and select a purchased product. This allows you to target people who have already bought a specific item. Once the drop-down opens, click the product you want to use. Then, move to the Has Not Yet Bought drop-down menu. This option helps you narrow your audience even further by excluding people who have already purchased another product. Open that drop-down and click the product you want to use as the exclusion condition. After setting those product conditions, enter a minimum amount paid. This is helpful if you only want the workflow to apply to customers who spent at least a certain amount. Then enter a maximum amount paid to define the upper end of that range. Using both fields together gives you more control over which buyers are included. Next, select the starting purchase date. This tells Gumroad from what date purchases should begin counting toward the workflow conditions. Then select the ending purchase date to define the end of that purchase window. This is especially helpful if you're creating a workflow for a promotion, launch period, or seasonal campaign. After that, click the From drop-down menu and select the country where your audience is located. This lets you filter the workflow by customer location, which can be useful if your messaging, offers, or timing depends on region. Once everything looks right, click Save and Continue. That will move you forward in the workflow creation process and preserve the audience rules you've just set up. And that's how to create the foundation of an email workflow in Gumroad. Take a moment to review your settings before moving on, so your automation reaches exactly the right customers.